What is up, guys? Today we're doing another extremely exciting video where I'm gonna be reading this Our Prague 9 magazine. Well, it's more of a newspaper. It's kind of similar to the other 14 magazine, the ones that I were reading in a few recent videos. But this one is for Prague 9, which is a neighboring Prague from ours. And honestly, I'm not even sure why I have this. But I love the sound because it has this old school newspaper sound. So I think I'm gonna be doing more page flipping than actual reading, because I think this sound of the newspaper, it's like one of my biggest triggers of my childhood. I really loved hearing that, especially when you would be like just chilling at home in the morning on a weekend, and your father or somebody would be reading a newspaper. I really loved those page flipping sounds. So let's get to that. This one, on the front page, we have Miss Julia Smekalova, nechci byť ovce ve stadu. So this lady, she's a miss of something, maybe of Prague 9, not too sure. And she doesn't want to be a sheep in a, what does it called? A flock, yeah. And there is a young moderator, Tomáš Hrnčír, and he says that for interviews with doctors, he's always carefully preparing. There is on the first page, there is a little comics. If anybody is Czech, they can stop this, pause this, and read it for themselves. I think it's gonna be a little bit too difficult for me to translate. And also I think it's, oh yeah, it is. It is an advertisement of a flea market that is situated in Prague 9. Then, no, they are boasting about a lot of new lights. As far as I remember, they were doing that in Prague 14 as well. But still, I do approve of that very much. Interesting. This small article says, politicians promise and the madmen are happy. I'm sure this guy is a politician as well. Or a madman? Who knows? The next page, we have an article about sustainable fashion. Udržiteľná moda? Sme väčší teoretici než praktici, říká zakladateľka charitatívnych second-handu Dana Pavloušková. Fashion Charity Shop je síť charitatívnych second-handů, nabízejících kvalitní a stylový oblečení z druhé ruky. Jehož nákupem podporujete financovanie klubu svobodných matek. Ředitelkou a zakladatelkou klubu i obchodu je Dana Pavloušková. So this is an article about a chain of charity second-hands that are oriented towards sustainable fashion, which I really approve, especially as a guy who was working in a huge fast fashion chain for 3.5 years, and I'm very ashamed of that, to be honest. But on the other hand, my new job, office job, is even worse. So have that. Sincerely, I'm already missing my old job that made me very depressed, and this one is at the same level in like 3 weeks. Honestly, that's what motivated me the most to go back to making ASMR videos, and I also started more actively applying for like castings and rehearsals and stuff like that, because nothing motivates you to try and leave the office as much as the office. 10 facts about lashes. I don't know any. Let me just read a random one. Složení se podobají perži, rohu či drapu. Přírodní řasy se skladají primárně ze 2 ingrediencí. Tvoří je přibližně 97% keratínu a 3% vody. So they say that lashes are very similar to feathers and horns in their ingredients, because they are mostly keratin and some water. Keratin je protein nacházející ve vlasech, nechtech, ale taky v perži, rozích nebo drapech. Okay. Love those sounds. Do Prahy se vrátí odcizeně dokumenty z 30leté války. This is an article about some historical documents from a 30 years war coming back to Prague. Then a course about upcycling textiles, again on the sustainable fashion. This is a extremely depressing article about rent prices going up again, which is, I guess, not news anymore, to be honest. Do they ever go down? I don't remember anything like that. Dálkovoda práva. Pokuty se vyšplhaly ke 20 milionům korun. This is saying that fines or fees for the drivers of long-term distances were 20 million crowns. Doesn't seem like a lot to me. Konec podvodních charitativních sbírek. Oh, that's pretty cool. This is an article about Prague fighting fake charities, and it was a pretty bad situation. Whoever have been as a tourist in Prague probably, or lives in Prague, knows about those. A lot of, well, I guess not all of them are fake, but a lot of them are obviously fake, just people asking for money for very unclear purposes. Miss Yulia Spilhalova, she is Miss Intercontinental Czech Republic 2024. Honestly, I'm not a fan of fashion pageants and objectifying women like that. And how can you? Oh, okay, maybe objectifying women, that's me saying too much, but I'm not sure how do you grade beauty. To me, it's extremely subjective, so I'll skip on that. No offense to Miss Yulia Smekalova, sorry. She seems very nice. This is a contest. Vyhrajte vstupenky na nejsmyslnější představení Losers Circle Company. A contest to win tickets to this performance of Losers Circle Company. They're like physical performers. Okay, this is that article about young moderator guy. It says that he won a trophy last year. Zlatý oříšek 2024. And he started performing at 2. Lucky guy. And he's doing interviews since 8 and reporting since 9. Damn, impressive. I'm jealous because I only started taking my artsy side seriously, or like at around like 25, 27. So he got a 25 years head start on me. Good for him. Studio Y má zachránit nový ředitel. Studio Y is like a theater as far as I know. So this is some news about theaters, and this guy is supposed to save Studio Y. Zasmějte se partnerským trablům. This is an ad about Festival of New Theater. Vydejte se na výlet pražským motoráčkem. Oh, those are very cute. Those are super small trains that are still used quite a lot around Czech Republic, and especially in like short distance trains. They're very cute. And this is an article about first aid kit for dogs. Czech people love their dogs. I don't know if there are any countries that are such huge fans of dogs, or maybe that's my bias since I'm living here, but they do love their dogs, that's for sure. And I love dogs as well. Dogs are great. There are some new regulations for using AI. That's pretty cool. Let me actually read that. So we at least read one article. It's pretty small, short. V Európskej únii EU začala od února platiť nová pravidla pro nakladanie s umelou inteligencií. Podľa unijného zákona o umelej inteligencii je zakázané používať programy umelej inteligence, ktoré provádějí hodnocení na základe sociálneho chovania. To znamená, že lidi by mohli byť rozdelení do kategórií podľa chovaní a odmienovaní nebo trestaní. Yeah, this is basically about rules in European Union that they cannot use, that we, I guess, nobody, governments cannot use programs of separating people into categories and either, well, yeah, I guess that's understandable. Existuje však výjimky. Policii a dalším bezpečnostním orgánom môže byť umožneno používať rozpoznávanie obličejů za účelom stíhania niektorých trestných činů, ako je obchodovanie s ľuďmi a terorizmus. There are some exceptions for police and other security organs. Cool. I am not gonna comment on that. I try to keep politics out of my ASMR. There was a day of serious diseases on, I don't think it says, oh no, it's the last day of February. Good. Pneumatiky lze stále odkladať bezplatne. Just a small article about that you can still trash your pneus, the tires for cars for free in a few specific areas in Prague. That's pretty lame to end on. Let me read something else, because I didn't realize that's the last page, but let me check something else. Oh, actually, that might be fun for some people. Just some recent prices in Prague. This is toilet paper, obviously. For this huge pack, 44 crowns. To make it easy, €1 is like 25 crowns. It's actually like 23. So this is slightly less than €2. Those are like pâtés, but kind of cheap ones. They're still pretty edible though. Less than €1 for that. This is I forgot the word. Like the milk that is very heavy cream. Yeah, milk cream. Just 14 crowns, so like €0.6. And this is some expensive elite salami. Just so almost €1 for 400 grams. Beer, €1. Mate. So some kind of mate drink for 0.4 euro. I wouldn't try that. Seems suspiciously cheap. And a coupon for espresso and a Coke. So those are the prices. And on that note, there is also an ad for flats, but I don't know anyone who can afford them these days. So, as I mentioned, on that note, I'm saying goodbye and see you next time.